Applying to college can feel very overwhelming, but don't worry, our admissions team is here to help. We have a detailed step-by-step video explaining everything you need to know about how to apply on our website, but let's go over the basics here. We have 2 application deadlines. The first is our early action deadline, which is November 1st. This option is best for students who know they want to apply to Temple and are ready to do so early. Applying early action means you'll receive an admissions decision earlier. So if you apply by November 1st, you'll have your decision no later than January 10th. Our second option is our regular decision deadline, which is February 1st. We will get you an admissions decision between 4 and 8 weeks after you complete and submit your application. Now it's time for Hallie to cover 2 very important steps: deciding on standardized test scores and submitting your application.
Temple is a test optional school, and we have been for years. This means that if you feel your test scores are not a strong reflection of your academic ability, or you were just unable to take a standardized test, you can apply test optional. You are not penalized in any way if you decide not to submit test scores. You are reviewed exactly the same way for admission, exactly the same way for our honors program, and exactly the same way for merit-based scholarship. So now that you've heard all about our application deadlines and what to do about test scores, you're probably thinking, so what's the secret formula? How do I apply and get into Temple University? There are no secrets, really. We want this process to be as simple as possible. For this reason, we exclusively use the Common Application. Once you create a Common App account, you will fill in all of your information for Temple, including a personal statement and telling us as much as you can about all the extracurricular activities you're involved in. Once your application is submitted, you'll get an email with instructions on how to access your TU Portal account. TU Portal is our primary way of communicating with you throughout this process, so be sure to set up your login information. After you've logged into your account, you can move to your next steps in the admissions process, submitting your self-reported high school transcript. Our self-report tool will allow you to input all of your classes in high school and the grades you received yourself, which means your high school does not need to send an official copy of your high school transcript during the application process. This is a required step for our admissions process, so the sooner it's completed, the sooner we can review your application, review you for merit scholarship, and review you for our honors program. You can also choose to submit letters of recommendation. This is completely optional, but you can submit up to 2. If you choose to submit letters, they should be written by individuals who can speak to your academic abilities and personal accomplishments, such as a high school advisor or a teacher. Now that your application is ready to submit, let's go back to Courtney to cover the final steps.
Once you have completed your application and self-reported your high school transcript, our admissions team will start our review. While we are going to take a look at your GPA and overall academic performance, we will also look at your entire story your transcript tells. This means that we'll be looking at areas of consistency, as well as areas of growth across your academic coursework. We'll also take a look at your personal statement and extracurricular activities to help paint a full picture of who you are both inside and outside of the classroom.